I can grab it. Right here. Come on.
Little double audio for you there. We are back in action here for game 2 of our Monday night doubleheader, Fat Kids versus Pharaohs. You just saw Pharaohs walking off after their base run and high five line pregame. Fat Kids to our right, Pharaohs to our left. Pharaohs, the home team, will be taking the field first. Waiting on them to go out there because they have 2 players listed at second base, so want to make sure that that's all correct before we read that off. But for the Fat Kids, offensively, their lineup's going to be Scott, Tony, Noach, Matt, Brandon, Nick, Bruce, Tom, Angelo, Alex, and Luke. Of course, I said this is game 2. Game 1 saw Impact defeat Dirty 38s 4-3 in 8 innings on an error over at second base. So Impact able to add another tally to the win column. So as they take the field, just as I thought, will be Chris at short. So here for the Pharaohs. Defensively, left to right across the outfield, Wu, Juan, and Vel. Left to right across the infield, Mac, Chris, Sammy, ML, Marcus, Curtis on the mound, and Nye behind the plate. So we are pretty much ready to go. Mr. King with the hat pulled forward today, used to that backwards look. Threw me off for a second, had to double check my roster. So Fat Kids just about ready, breaking the huddle to my right. Happy to have you all with us here live from the Park District of Forest Park. A flying V at the top of your screen. One of these teams hoping to fly the W in 7. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's Mike Long over at second. So that's who I thought the ML would be. So Pharaohs defense once again, now that we are all clear, we've got Wu, Juan, and Vel across the outfield. Mac, Chris, Sammy, Mike, Marcus across the infield. Kurt on the mound. Nye behind the plate. Oscar, the man in blue. Fat Kids left fielder Scott starting things off. Cool breezy night. You can see lots of long pants, long sleeves. Just about ready to get underway. So Pharaohs set, Fat Kid set, and we are underway. It starts things off, just misses. That one roped inside the line, stays fair, big turn around first. There's going to be a play. Sammy with it. He gets under the tag. Great hustle from Scott to start things off. With a double, hit that one hard down the line, just inside the line. Mac reached out, couldn't get it. Wu got it in quickly, but big turn around first. Scott standing on second. Leadoff double here for Tony. All deep. Tony hits that one too. Sammy, short hop. Sammy makes a play, throws over to first. Marcus with a nice pick on the short hop, but Tony beats it out over at one. Scott kind of frozen up in no man's land, but Sammy tried to make the play over at one. Puts runners at first and third. Here for Noach. Flips that to the right side down the line, right in front of Veli. Veli gets it in quickly to second. And we keep first and third, but Fat Kids strike first. I guess Fat Kids eat first would be more fitting. Missed opportunity. So here's Pat Kiss, first and third, nobody down. Takes a strike from King. Lifts that one in to left, right in front of Wu. Big RBI single there, brings another run across first and second. So we get a runner over at first. Here's Brandon still, nobody down. Two-zero count. Takes a strike. Hits that one over to right, just in front of Veli again. Noach is going to hold at third. Had to wait just in case. So the bases are loaded. Nobody out here for Nick. So we get a meeting at the mound. Two nothing already for the Fat Kids. Nick up to bat, and then Bruce on deck. Nathaniel joining us on Facebook. Thanks for the live stream. Well, thank you for joining us on the live stream. Takes a strike. One in to left, right at Wu, brings in one. They're going to hold Luke over at third. Good throw into Nigel from left field. So station to station. Bruce Lee coming up, looking to do a little kung fu grip into the outfield here. Tom on deck. Lefty takes a strike. Slightly closed stance. Takes a ball deep. Good throw over to third. Tried to catch him napping. Bruce hits that one to the right side. Mike down to a knee, throws to second for one. So good positioning there for Long. A run comes in. They do cut down Nick over at second for out number one. Bruce over to first and third. Fat Kids now with 4 on the board. Tom with a chance to make it 5. So Fat Kids dipping into their brigade. So they're looking for a courtesy runner. They don't have a last batted out. So they're going to have Luke run again, I believe. He's the bottom of the order. Instead of the last out on the bases. So now that that's all sorted out, Luke running again. I think CC getting clarification on what they're doing. Mike Darty checking in. Let's go Pharaohs. Early 4-0 hole right now. 1 out. First and third. Boyle hits that one over to the left side. Matt gets a hand on it, skips away. Tom safe over at first. Brandon comes in to score. So first and second now. The hits keep coming. Mac with a good effort on that one. Got his hand on it. Squeezed it, but kicked out as he was kind of taking that next step after he got a hand on it, and it got away from him. So that was all the time. Boyle needed to be safe over at first. Pitcher Angelo up here now with first and second, 1 out. Angelo over to first. Marcus with a nice catch. Ron, appreciate having you with us, watching over on Facebook. Both games. So that one catches the plate. There's a strike. Illegal, but hits it right back at King on a line like a cat. Young man makes a catch. So there's out number 3. Chris going to get clarification on why Luke ran twice. We're going to take a break, head to the bottom of the first. Pharaohs coming up, chasing 5. So bottom first here for the Pharaohs. It's going to be Vel, Wu, Mac, Mike, Dirty Red, Sammy, Nye, Kurt, Marcus, Juan, Chris, and then Rel. I believe they're batting 12. Do love that they always give me their subs, though. Peoria Matt says, quick 5 spot. Yeah, very productive top of the first for the Fat Kids. I know talking to Tom after the last couple games, been really hopeful for that kind of coming out for the offense at the beginning of a game. So good to see the Fat Kids feast in the top of the first. Pharaohs looking to answer, though. Mike. Hey, primetime game tomorrow, baby. It should be nice and hot. Actually, it'll probably be like mid 70s by game time. Valley lifts that one into left. Scott over towards the line, makes the catch. Important first out, keeping the speed off the bags. So here's Wu. Hits that one over to Tom. Ranging to his right, throws to Bruce, gets the foot on the bag for out number 2. So 2 down here for Mac. Pulls that one over to short. Alex throw off the back foot. Good stretch from Bruce, but good speed down the line for Mac. Alex made a nice play ranging to his right. Had to get rid of it quickly. Tough play regardless. Long hits that one down the line. Is that going to find some space? It does. Falls right in front of Luke. Fair ball. The throw from Luke comes into home. So just like that, Pharaohs with a chance to cut the deficit to 3 with one swing of the bat. And here's Dirty Red. London lifts that one into left. Mike's going to run home. Close play at the plate. The throw comes in. Drop by Noach. Long comes around and scores in one swing of the bat. It's a 5-3 ball game. Sorry, 5-2 ball game, 3-run ball game. Sammy steps in, so 2 quick outs and then 2 quick runs. Big hit there for Dirty Red into left. Good throw home from Scott. Would have been a close play. But Mike with a good hard slide gets in there quickly. So 5-2, runner on second. Sammy with the deep squat takes a strike. Two strikes. Does a little look back at Oscar, like so. Hit up the middle off Angelo's hand. Throw over towards first wide, but you could see Dirty Red carry London a big lead off of second, about 3/4 of the way there, as Sammy hit that one off Angelo's hand. So Angelo tipped it over towards short. Alex unable to get to it in time. Eye up here. Hits that one foul. Nice play from Rogers over to our left. Just on your screen. That one lifted to the left side. Once again, will stay in off the fence. Running at first for Sammy. Good pickoff attempt there from Angelo. That one sails outside. Agile hits that one up the middle to Tony. Tony fires to first. Bruce makes the catch, but Pharaohs able to get 2 back, cut the deficit. Sorry, Pharaohs able to get 3 back, cut the deficit to 2. We head to the top of the second inning. Fat Kids coming right up. So 11-1-2 here for the Fat Kids in the top of the second. It's Luke, Scott, and Tony. Luke's already ran twice before he even batted. Hits this one over to third. Mac knocks it down, throws across. But Luke is safe over at 1. So leadoff hitter reaches. We cycle to the top, and here's Scott. Scott takes a strike. Emphatic strike call there from Oscar. The big O, as he's affectionately known in the Twitch chat. Illegal pitch there. Those are the ones I like. Still in that baseball mode. Rolled over to third. Mac with it. Throws to Sammy for 1. Sammy sidearms to first. He is safe. So lead runner cut down over at second. Scott and Luke trade places, and here's the lefty Tony. Tony hits that one over to first. Marcus traps it. Steps on first. The throw not caught over at second. Sammy bobbled it. And in that very slight time that Sammy bobbled it, Scott made it all the way over to third. So 2 down on the nice play over at 1. Noach stepping in with a runner on third. An opportunity to get one of those 3 runs back. Noach takes a ball inside. There's a strike. Noach hits it to third. Mack with it. Throws over to 1. Keeps Scott over at third. So a big answer back inning for the Pharaohs defensively. We head to the bottom of the second. Pharaohs chasing 2. So bottom 2, the pitcher Kurt King stepping up, and then Marcus, Juan, and Chris. King hits that one up the middle. Tony with it. Back foot throws to Bruce. Bruce stretches and holds the bag for out number 1. Good work there from the Fat Kids infield. Illegal pitch there from Angelo. 1-1 count. That one up the middle again. Tony with it, ranging over to the grass. High throw. Bruce, another stretch and catch. He stretched to his right. He stretched straight above. Let's see if the infield can make him stretch to his left. Hit the trifecta. Win, place, and show here in the second. So Juan stepping in, 2 down. Hits that one in the air over to Tom. Boyle calls off Luke in right, makes the catch for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the Pharaohs. Nothing doing after 2. They're still chasing 2. We head to the top of the third with the Fat Kids coming right up. You know what? Today was a good day. Here we are in the top of the third. Fat Kids hoping to keep having a good day offensively. It's going to be Matt, Brendan, and Nick. All 3 reached. Matt and Brandon scored in the first. Part of that 5-run barrage. Chris hits that one over to Long. Long was taking a step to his left as he hit that one. And then go figure, that one was a step away to his right. So Petkus standing on first. You can kind of hear, not sure if the field mic picking it up, but you can kind of hear CC mentioning the same thing, gave him a signal. He said, "You ran this way first." So Brandon up with a runner on first. Good start for the Fat Kids. Hit over to short. Chris down to a knee. Throws to Sammy for one. Sammy sidearms to Marcus for two. Bingo. Bango bongo. That's a double play. We've had a couple two-player double plays here in this one, so there's nobody more ecstatic about that one than this guy. Two down. Here's Nick. You can't stop the bingo, bango, bongo. You can only wish to contain the bingo, bango, bongo. Just catches the side of the plate. So all set back up. Two down. Nick hits that one over to Chris. Takes a couple steps, fires across to Marcus, and gets out number three. So unconventional, three up, three down, nothing doing in the top of the third for the Fat Kids. Pharaohs still chasing two. Coming right up. So I've mentioned it a few times. Of course, it's pool season here at the Park District of Forest Park. The Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center pretty much open now for the summer. Of course, we've had some spotty weather. We don't open under 70 degrees, so we've had a very tough time having the traditional Park District summer so far. We usually open on Memorial Day, but it's been quite the grind, but we got a lot of nice weather in the forecast, so barring rain, we should be open for day swim and evening swim for the rest of the summer as Chris hammers that one foul off the fence. You can check out the Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center over on Facebook. Forest Park, or I think it's actually at, the name is Park District Forest Park Aquatic Center, but the @ is at FP Aquatic Center. Also check out the website, see pictures from the new-ish splash pad. All sorts of fun stuff over there as Chris splashes that one into the outfield. Tony with a nice effort gets a hand on it, but Chris safe over at first. Hits a good ball, splits Alex and Tony. So here's Rel. Leadoff hitter on first. Rel hits that one to Tony up the middle. Tony steps on second, throws to first. Chris is safe at second. So good effort from Tony, but that ball not hit hard enough to be able to get over to second quick enough. Chris dives in, stays down for a second, but looks like he's okay. Good job by Tony, nonetheless, throwing across over to first to get the out. So one down, runner on second. Back to the top here for Veli. Veli lifts this one in to left. Scott straddling the line, makes the catch. Underhand flips it back to Alex in the infield, and that's two down. So here's Wu, man in blue. Hits that one in to right. Luke, a step and a half to his right, makes the catch for out number 3. So the leadoff hitter reaches. The next 3 batters erased. Pharaohs down 2. It's 5-3 as we head to the top of the 4th. So Bruce, Tom, and Angelo here for the Fat Kids. 2-run lead. So you can kind of see two on the right side, Long and Veli pretty close together. Second baseman playing deep. Right fielder, a small dinosaur away. Bruce pushes that one, of course, to the left side because they're stacking them heavy to the right. Point up to the man behind the mic. I always feel bad, like when they point up and say what's up or whatever. Sometimes I'll yell back down, but I know that can be very annoying as somebody watching, especially if someone's watching on headphones. My annoying voice yelling even louder. So I always feel terrible that I can't be like, hey, bud. But I smile. I point back. We'll get a booth cam up here, especially once we get our guest commentators. I know we've had Tom, Petkiss, Donnie all express interest in coming up here, so we'll get some guests up here. Have a nice little booth cam. Budweiser booth, this is for you as Bruce hits that one into center. Juan with the catch for out number 1. One down. Here's Tom. Take strike 2. Calls time. Turns on that one, hits it inside the line. Mac knocks it down, fires across. Worm burner. Marcus picks it, but Tom, good enough speed down the line to beat that one out. So 0-2 count. Turned on that one, stayed just inside the line. Mac with it. So runner on first, one out here for Angelo. Angelo tries to lift that one over Ace. Ace traps it, throws to second. Sammy can't catch it and might have gotten spiked on the ankle as Tom slid in. Thought he caught that one off the fingertips at first, but as he is putting his fingertips under his armpit, yeah, he might have caught that one awkwardly off the fingers. Of course, anybody who has ever played 16-inch softball knows how difficult it can be sometimes to catch it. If you have normal fingers and you're a 16-inch softball player, then no, you're not. So Angelo on first, Tom on second. One out here for Alex. Ball deep. Pushes that one over to Ace. Chris knocks it down. Keeps it in the infield, though. So bases loaded opportunity here for Luke. One down. Pop up on the infield, Mike with it. Tom tagging home. Tom halfway down the line. Good call from Chris there, making sure that Nigel doesn't throw that one around. So Boyle draws the throw. Mike gets it in home. Keeps everyone at bay. We're back to the top here with Scott, 2 down, and the base is loaded. Yeah, real nice ball from Alex. Kenny checking in on Facebook. We got a time as long getting his shoes back on.
We need it, man. We need it. All right, guys.
Everyone back, settled in position. Or got the whole defense set, took a hop, and then Oscar had to pause him back up. That ball deep. Throw over to third. Good idea there from Nigel. Had to put a little arc on it so he didn't throw it through Tom. Travis checking in over on Facebook. Sock check. Got them red Bugs Bunnies on, my friend. Scott hammers that one into left field. Woo chasing it back. Can't get to it. Scott around second, heading towards third. That's going to clear the bases. A 3 RBI triple for Scott. Eight 3 ball game here, and Tony, the number 2 hitter, stepping in. CC coming out. Going to take time. They're going to pull Kurt King, and John Ryan's going to come on the mound. Yeah, 2 out scoring once again. We've seen a lot of that these last few weeks. I believe last week I made a similar comment.
17 for 3. 17 for 22. Got that? 17 for 22. And then John's pitching. Run. Everything's done.
So John Ryan going to take a couple more. Very consistent pitcher to bring in. Good player to have in your back pocket here tonight. You need to stop some of the scoring. Oh, I don't know. That one from Tony, foul down the line, just foul.
Strike.
Ooh, Travis rocking the purple Buzz Lightyears. I like it. Tony rolls that one over to John Ryan, knocks it down to a knee, flips to first, and gets out number 3. So comes in, does the job, stops the scoring. We head to the bottom 4. Pharaohs coming up, chasing 5. 3, 4, 5 here for Pharaohs, Mac, Mike, and Dirty Red. Thank you. If anyone has any requests for me to add to the 350 song list that I have right now in my stream deck, let me know. Shoot me a message. We'll cut up some tunes, cut up some rugs. Mac hits that one over to short. Alex, nice footwork to come around the ball. Throws over to first for out number one. It was like one of those Tommy Mansky shortstop drill videos. You saw him get set around the ball. Feed it in. Fire it across. So Mike Long here with one down. Takes a strike. Nice pitch from Angelo. Hammers that one foul. So Angelo set back with the ball. Popped up on the infield. Alex chasing it over. Makes the catch. Two down. So two down here for Dirty Red. Big 2 RBI single in the first. That one catches the plate. Just misses in. 2-0. Comes back with a strike. That one rolled up the middle, and that's going to split Tony and Alex. Alex took a mini hop to his right as Red was swinging. So two down, runner on first here for Sammy. Coach tells Alex stop cheating. Sammy hammers this one into left. Scott chasing it back, gets back there in a hurry and makes the catch for out number 3. So nothing doing in the fourth. Fat Kids holding on to a 5-run lead. We head to the top of the fifth, and the Fat Kids coming right up. So top 5, 3, 4, 5 here for Fat Kids. Noach, Matt, and Brandon. That one laced into center field just past Mike Long for a leadoff single. I like that, Kenny. Like, play like a champion today sign, and then right next to it, if you cheat, you will get beat. That'd also be a good tagline for like a Celebrity Deathmatch Cheaters Edition. So Matt here. Pat gets with a runner on first, nobody out. High pop fly into center field. Juan makes the catch. So one down for Brandon. Hits that over to second base. Mike with it. Fires to Marcus for out number 2. So John Ryan tipped it ever so slightly. Mike able to recover, make the catch. The two talking it out right now. So much of that pitcher and infield defense is chemistry and feel. Just kind of talking out logistics there, figuring it out for the next one. But it worked out in that instance. So 2 down, runner on second for Nick. John Ryan starts it off with a strike. My guy Mel checking in on Facebook. We got Born Divine tomorrow night playing ribs at 6:15. That one hammered up the middle, right past the ribs of John Ryan. Noach around third. He comes in and scores. So big RBI single there for Nick. Makes it a 9-3 ball game. Ball deep to Bruce. I gotta say, Mello, I love that Born Divine color scheme. For some reason, it's just oddly relaxing. Then Perps and Blues as Bruce hammers that one down the line. Just foul about a foot and a half. Bruce gave it a ride. Right idea. Just a bit too much. There's a strike. Bruce reaches for that one, hits it over to Chris at short, playing deep, fires a lollipop over to first for out number 3. Fat Kids get one more. They add to the lead. Pharaohs chasing 6 coming up in the bottom of the 5th. So bottom 5, Nigel, Kurt, and Marcus. Sorry, Nigel, John Ryan, and Marcus. See if he hits. Nigel hammers that one over to third, but Nick with a nice catch, well positioned to make out number 1. Ryan hits that one just over Bruce's head, lands fair. Mediocre turn around first. Or medium turn around first. Not a big turn. Don't think he wanted to stray too far, so they trade the runner John Ryan for Nigel. Good piece of hitting there. Just flipped it right over Bruce's head. That one was about as close as it could get to being fair as Marcus tries to step into that one, gets under it just a bit, hits it over to Luke in right. Good throw from Luke into second. There's 2 down. Oscar says 2 in the well. Angelo gets clarification on the outs. hits that one up the middle to Tony. Tony fires to Bruce. A close play. But Bruce able to squeeze it, so nothing doing for the Pharaohs in the bottom of the fifth. Fat Kid's still up 6, coming up in the top 6. First base coach says Bruce Lee was stepping out. Badoom. So here in the top of the 6th, it's going to be Tom, Angelo, and Alex. Russ checking in on Facebook. I think Oscar said we're getting a courtesy book check. Boyle hits that one over to Chris at short ranges to his right. Fires across. Quick out number 1. There for the Pharaohs. So Angelo now with the hoodie off. It's that one up the middle. Sammy a couple steps in. Easy throw over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Efficient inning thus far for John Ryan. Alex 1 for 2 and a run scored. There's a strike. Inside once again, getting incrementally closer. And there's ball 4, so 2 quick outs and then a walk brings Luke up to the plate. Runner on first. Everyone froze there on that, waiting for that last one. Then Alex kind of flipped the bat and just started running. Rolled up to short. Chris with it, throws across and gets the out. So nice quick inning there for the Pharaohs defensively, coming back up in the top of the 6th, still chasing 6. So bottom 6 here for the Pharaohs. It's going to be Chris, Rel, then back to the top with Veli. Russ asking the important questions. There is no game on the other diamond. No games on field 2 here tonight. Just the 3 here on field 1. As Chris rolls that one over to third. Nick down, up with it. Makes the throw across. Some good, clean infield play so far here tonight from Fat Kids. which I know has been their Achilles heel, at least on the 2 live streams I've done. Rel takes a ball. That one just hits the back of the plate. That one just misses the back of the zone, so he's hit the 2 edges of it. Let's see if he can find the middle. Nope, that one off the front of the plate. There's a strike. Lifted in to left, stays just inside the line. Rel, big turnaround first. Throw goes towards second. That's a double. Good hustle play there from Rel. Puts himself right into scoring position for the top of the order.
Pinch runner. First out, guys. One out.
Top of the order here. Belly lifts this one in to left. Scott chasing it back. Can't make the catch, but he's in foul territory. So nice break there. So runner on second, 1 out. Pharaohs chasing 6, bottom 6. Belly hits that one up the middle. Tony with it, throws across. Safe at first. Good hustle from the leadoff man.
Get that next out. One day, boys, one day. Hey, the right side, watch the right side. Watch the right side. Strike.
There's a strike.
Get next out.
That one lifted into left center. It's going to find some space. Cut off by Scott in left. Veli stops at third. Tom in with it. Gets time. So first and third.
Let's go. Let's get that next out, guys.
Mac re-entering. Wu on first. Veli on third. 1 down in the inning. That one into left center as well. Brandon chasing it back. It gets well past him. Mac around second, heading towards third. The throw comes into Scott. Scott on the cut. Very rarely do you see a left fielder make that cutoff, but Scott got it, fired it in. Mac with a 2 RBI triple. Just like that, it's a 3-run ball game. That one flat. That one flipped foul to the right side, off the fence.
Here we go.
Mike hits that one over to left. Scott with it. Mac tagging, no throw. So 9-7 ball game now. Pharaohs only chasing 2, 4 across here in the 6th, the huge bottom of the 6th. to make this one close. So Dirty Red up. Chance to keep the line moving. There's a strike from Angelo. Red hits that one between first and second, splits Bruce and Tom. You know, at the top of this inning, we were talking about the Fat Kids defense. Nothing they can do with some of these balls. These are very well placed balls from the Pharaohs offense, finding the gaps, hitting it hard into open space. So Sammy up with a runner on first, 2 outs. Misses inside. Takes a strike. Strike 2. Lands perfectly. Sammy hits that one up the middle, off the hand of Angelo, throws over to first, and they get him for out number 3. But a huge offensive explosion for the Pharaohs in the bottom of the 6th. They scrape 4 across. We head to the top of the 2nd. Fat Kids up 9-7. So top 7, top of the order. Scott, Tony, and Noach. Scott 3 for 3. I tells the outfield, move back, baseball player. Hammers that one up the middle. Leadoff single there for Scott. Here's Tony. Takes a ball, just misses. Turns on that one into right, just in front of Veli. Veli up with it quickly, gets it to Mike. So first and third. That one over to right again in front of Veli. Tony big turn around second, but good arm and right holds him there. So they get one back, first and second now. 10-7. There's a strike from John Ryan to Petkus. All deep there. Petkus takes that one down the line, stays just fair by a couple inches. Tony around third. He's going to score. Noach over to second. A line drive from Matt Petkus. Gets his courtesy runner, gets to go take a breather on the bench. First and second, nobody out. Having shades of the first inning, in steps Brandon. That one just hangs inside. Over to the right side, Mike with it. Throws to first. Brandon moves everyone up a base. Becomes the first out, so one down, second and third for Nick. That one deep. 2-0. So that one misses short. Base is, or first and second, sorry. Our base is loaded. Saw Noach vacate for a second. I was like, wait a minute. So one out. I think John Ryan said, I'm not going to pitch to him, loading up the bases. Couple quick illegal pitches there from him. Might have informed that. High fly ball into right belly, chasing it back. Makes the catch. Luke tags from second. He's coming home. Sammy with the throw. Luke up easy to score. Nick stopped on second, was kind of walking around second, but Nigel slow to get back to the ball, so Nick takes third. Like a gimme putt gets over there. Nice catch from Valley straddling the line. Wasn't sure if he was going to catch that or let that one fall. That one from Boyle inside the line, another hit. Just inside third, throw goes to second, RBI single. Fat Kids feasting once again. Ball to Angelo. Smile on his face, says, I wasn't going to cut that. Hits that one over to third. Mac knocks it down to himself, makes the catch for out number 3. So Angelo grounds out to third, or lines out to third, but Fat Kids get 5 across. They extend the lead. It is now 15-7. Pharaohs with some work to do in the bottom 7. So Nigel, Nigel, John Ryan, and Marcus coming up here for the Pharaohs. Nigel hits that one up the middle to Alex. Throws over to first. Oscar calls him out. So pinch hitter Cliff Perry Hitting for John Ryan. 1 down. The man known as Sport. Looking to get something going here for the Pharaohs. Hits that one to the right side. Tom with it. Quick throw over to first. Bruce with the toe tap. So Ben's going to pinch hit for Marcus. There's a strike. Strike 2 finds the zone. The old Jenny Finch from Angelo. Ben hits that one up the middle to Tony. Sets his feet, throws across, and gets out number 3 for a 1-2-3 inning to put an end to that one. So Fat Kids strike first. They stay on top, and they end up victorious 14-7 in 7. So that's going to do it for our doubleheader here tonight. Impact wins game 1 over Dirty 38's 4-3 in 8. Fat Kids defeat Pharaohs 14-7 in game 2. We're going to be right back at it tomorrow evening at 6:45 with Born Divine taking on Ribs and then Goodwood taking on Diesels. So I want to thank everyone for joining us here live from the Park District of Forest Park. Make sure you check out our website, pdofp.org, our Facebook at pdofp, our other social pages at PD Forest Park. We'll have all sorts of information for you, upcoming live streams, Park District information, the pool, the ruse, everything in between. Come on out, enjoy some concessions, have yourselves a great night at the park. So that's going to do it for tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Same bat place, same bat station. Have yourselves a